Darth Vader, one of the most ruthless, powerful, and cold-blooded killers that we've seen in Star Wars. But just how many Jedi has he actually killed? Well, in this video, we're gonna break down each and every Jedi that Vader killed, and as the list goes on, it gets pretty brutal. So let's get right into it. Number 1. As for Vader's first kill, this one takes place moments after being pledged as Palpatine's new apprentice. As we saw from there, he raided the Jedi Temple and slaughtered younglings, Padawans, and even some Jedi Masters. However, his first kill came way before that. As for his first one, this one takes place just moments after he approached the temple. Now as we saw, he stormed the temple with his clone troopers behind him. But here's what we didn't see. As Vader approached the front gate of the temple, he was confronted by a Jedi Master named Jurrok. Now Jurrok's main duty was to guard the front gate of the temple, but let's just say he had no idea what was in store for him. As Vader came face to face with him, the conversation went like this.
Anakin! Anakin, what happened? Where are the masters?
Where is Shakti?
In the meditation chambers. We felt something happen in the Force. Something awful. She's searching the Force in deep meditation, trying to get some feel for what's going on.
However, as Jurrok looked closer at Vader, he noticed that he wasn't paying much attention.
Something has happened, hasn't it?
Jurrok looked behind Vader. Behind him were thousands of clones, battalions of them.
Anakin, what's going on? Something's happened. Something terrible. How bad is it?
As Jurrok said this, Vader then ignited his saber and stabbed him right through his jaw. From there, Jurrok's body flops to the ground, and as Vader stood above him, he said,
You have no idea.
Number 2 to number 5. Shortly after Vader killed Master Jurrok, he then continued his hunt throughout the temple. Now, as for his next 2 kills, we see these go down in the Revenge of the Sith video game. As Vader walked throughout the halls, he came face to face with a Jedi named Keto. As we see here, Keto wielded 2 green lightsabers, and so from there she clashed with Vader. By the end, however, Vader was able to throw her off a ledge, and from there she was crushed beneath the weight of the pillar. However, as all this happened, her own master named Drollic came to rescue her, only to find out that it was too late. So as a result, Drollic then took on Vader himself. From there, the two clashed. But here's the crazy part. In the video game here, we see Vader fight Drollic one-on-one, but in the movie, things were a bit different. Remember when Obi-Wan watched the security footage of Vader? Well, he's actually fighting 4 total Jedi here. Keto, who we just spoke about, Drollic, and also 2 other Jedi named Weemal Riux and Ben. By the end, Vader killed each and every one of them. However, Drollic's death was a bit more graphic than the rest. As he and Vader locked sabers, Drollic then knocked Vader over, but as this happened, Vader then threw his saber right through Drollic's chest. From there, it impaled Drollic right then and there, giving Vader his 5th Jedi kill. Number 6 to number 20. As for the next 15 kills on Vader's list, these also take place during Order 66. After killing Drollic and the others, Vader continued throughout the halls of the temple, where he then encountered this group of younglings. Now, after evaluating this short scene frame by frame, you can spot 11 total younglings in this room. Sadly, the younglings thought Vader was on their side, but as we all know, he wasn't. From there, he killed all 11 of them, leaving no survivors. However, that wasn't the end of his youngling killing spree. Just shortly after, we saw him then attack other younglings in the halls here. As you can see, there were 5 younglings standing here, and he sliced down almost each and every one of them. Now, despite there being 5, we do know that Reva, who was this youngling here, eventually survived the attack and later became an Inquisitor. So by removing her, that gives us 4 confirmed kills by Vader just from this group alone. With that concludes Vader's youngling streak, bringing him to a total of 20 kills. However, this next kill may just be one of the most brutal. Number 21. At number 21, we have Vader's final kill during Order 66. Now, remember earlier when he asked Jurrok about where Shakti was? Well, let's just say he eventually found her. In a deleted scene from Revenge of the Sith, we see Shakti meditating, when suddenly Vader stabs her right through her chest. As a result, her body dropped to the ground, and that was the end of Shakti. Now, you're probably wondering if this should count, since technically it's a deleted scene, right? Well, years later in the Clone Wars TV show, we actually get confirmation that Vader killed her. In Season 6, when Yoda traveled to Dagobah, we see him have different visions of the past, the present, and even the future. However, in one of his visions, he sees a blue lightsaber pierce through Shakti's chest. Coincidentally, this was the same exact way that Vader killed her, just like we saw. So with that, this gives Vader his 21st kill, concluding the night of Order 66. However, let's just say his kills from here only get more ruthless. Number 22. At number 22, we fast forward to a few weeks after Revenge of the Sith. At this point, Vader was now encased in his new suit and was still learning how to adjust to his new life. However, there was one problem. Since he lost his lightsaber to Obi-Wan just a few weeks ago, Vader was still without a weapon. So he went on a mission to obtain a new saber, but to do that he had to kill a Jedi. In time, he eventually found one, and this was none other than the Jedi Master Kirak Infil'a. However, before he could fight Infil'a, he was ambushed by one of Infila''s guards, and let's just say Vader made light work of him. From there, Vader stole the guard's weapon and used it to fight up against Infil'a.
I know what you want. I know why you're here. It's not just to kill me. You came here to get something. I can sense it. You want my lightsaber.
From there, the two clashed, but as they went back and forth, Infil'a defeated Vader with ease, bringing him to his knees.
Once you are dead, I will seek out your master and destroy him as well. And then I will restore the light of the Jedi to the galaxy. Think on that, monster.
As Infil'a force-pushed Vader off the cliff, he crashed down to the bottom, gasping for air. Vader was truly defeated. However, he wasn't done yet. He refused to give up. So he quickly rebuilt himself, and in time, he was ready for a rematch.
You come.
All of you, please get back inside. Marina, keep working on the ship. Get it ready to fly as quickly as you can. I'm going to end this.
From there, he and Vader then clashed again, and just like last time, Infil'a brought Vader to his knees once more. However, out of nowhere, many of the local city guards approached the two, trying to stop their fight.
Those were warning shots, both of you. Cease immediately. This is critical city infrastructure. If you do not comply, we will be forced to...
Out of nowhere, Vader force-choked the guards and dangled them over the edge.
No! Don't!
With that, Infil'a had to make a choice. Either save the guards or kill Vader. However, he was a Jedi. He had to save them. So he did just that and tried to save them from falling.
No! Do not fear, friends. I have you.
In time, he eventually gave them a soft landing and saved their lives. Infil'a had really done it. However, things were far from over.
You are a monster.
Yes, I am.
Out of nowhere, Vader crushed a nearby water dam, and as his grip got tighter and tighter, the water began to attack the citizens there.
You can't do this. I won't let you.
You are a fool.
This is about the Jedi and the Sith. These people have nothing to do with our fight. It isn't about them.
Vader force-pulled Infil'a's saber right to him.
Of course, it's about them.
No, please. Kill me. But let them live.
As Infil'a said this, Vader dangled him over the edge. As he did, the water dam began to rip apart.
No.
Out of nowhere, Vader cracked Infil'a's neck and threw him off the edge. Eventually, the water dam exploded, and as a result, the entire city was flooded. With that, Vader had won and obtained his new lightsaber. Number 23. At number 23, we go a few weeks after Vader's encounter with Infil'a. At this point, Vader was getting accustomed to his new suit more and more each and every day. However, little did he know, a worthy opponent awaited him. As Vader was meditating within his chambers, he was approached by his assistant.
I'm sorry to disturb your meditation, my lord, but we have just received a report from the Imperial Security Bureau.
Tell them I am coming.
With that, Vader set off, and after receiving more info, his hunt led him to the Jedi Temple. As he arrived, it was there where he came face to face with the Jedi librarian, Jocasta knew. However, as he confronted her, Jocasta blasted him with her lightsaber sniper rifle. Because of this, Vader was then knocked to the ground as Jocasta stood beside him.
My turn.
Lay down your weapon, Jedi. I do not want you to die.
The dark side flows off you in waves. You say you don't want me dead. Forgive my skepticism.
Out of nowhere, Jocasta blasted him again, and from there they went back and forth. As this happened, the two exchanged words, but by the end, the unexpected happened. As Jocasta was ready to blast Vader one more time, she then realized that she was out of shots in her blaster. As a result, her blaster quickly fried out, and she was then left with no weapon. So she came up with a plan B. Continuing to fry her weapon more and more, she then used the Force to push it towards Vader, and out of nowhere... With that, her rifle exploded and she and Vader were sent flying. Luckily, Jocasta was then able to escape, but as she ignited her green saber, she was ambushed by Vader's clone troopers.
That's a Jedi! All troopers, open fire!
Jocasta defended herself against the nearby clones, but in time she became overwhelmed by them. As the clones' numbers became more and more, she couldn't take all the pressure.
Every one of you is a traitor.
Other way around, Jedi.
Then Jocasta's saber was knocked out of her hands and she was defeated. However, then the unexpected happened. To avoid being captured by Vader and his clones, she then fell backwards off the edge to take her own life. But then, out of nowhere, Vader used the Force to stop her from dying, holding her in midair.
No.
Bring her aboard.
We searched the Jedi, Lord Vader. She wasn't carrying much. Just this, a memory crystal.
From there, Vader then read the crystal, but as he did, he was shocked. This crystal, it contained a list of Force-sensitive children.
This list, names, locations, and birth dates. Recent birth dates. These are children. Targets of the Jedi Order. Force sensitives. What were you going to do? Recruit them yourself?
From there, Jocasta revealed that she had this list for years, and Palpatine himself knew about it this entire time. However, she warned Vader that if Palpatine were to ever obtain this list, he would use it to replace him one day with a more powerful apprentice.
You want me to stun her, sir? I'd be more than happy to stop those Jedi lies.
Jedi? You idiot. You don't even know who you're supposed to hate. You're taking orders from a Jedi. This man is Anakin Skywalker, a Jedi Knight.
Out of nowhere, Vader threw each and every clone trooper off the ship, killing them right away.
That was your doing.
They chose their own paths. And me? What becomes of me? Ah, so be it.
Master, I have a report. Jocasta Nu tried to escape our custody. She was careless. She perished in the attempt.
Return to me, my apprentice. I would hear the story of the witch's end. But first, tell me, did you learn anything from Jocasta before her death?
No, Master. Nothing.
Number 24. Shortly after killing Jocasta Nu, Vader continued his hunt for surviving Jedi. However, his next mission led him to the planet of Infil'a. Shortly after arriving, Vader came face to face with the young king of the planet, who he was about to take hostage. Out of nowhere though, a Jedi appeared. This Jedi was Ferren Barr.
No, Vader.
Vader turned around and ignited his red saber as well. From there, he and Barr clashed and the two went head to head. However, as they fought, Vader and Barr exchanged words.
Why did you come here? Your death will achieve nothing.
My death is not certain, Sith. I killed your Inquisitors. Perhaps I will kill you.
No, I sense something. You know you cannot defeat me, yet you come anyway. There must be a reason. I sense pride.
I should be proud, Vader. When all is said and done, I'll be the reason Palpatine's cursed empire crumbles into ash.
The two kept clashing.
You are no Jedi.
Perhaps not. Not anymore. Makes two of us, eh? But I made my choices, and I might not be a Jedi, but I still beat the Sith.
As the duel went on, Barr stood no chance against Vader. He was simply no match. So in time, Vader eventually struck him down with a saber and Barr collapsed to the ground. As Vader then stood above him, he said,
There is no Montalvo. Montalvo is gone. There is only the Empire.
Number 25. Not long after Vader's last kill, he then continued his search for more Jedi. However, this next Jedi he encountered was a Jedi Council member, and let's just say this kill was dark. This Jedi was none other than Koth. As Vader soon arrived at Koth's home planet, it was there where he confronted Koth, his wife, and their newborn daughter.
You don't need to do this. I'm not him anymore. I'm no one. No threat to anyone. I mean, they kicked me off the council, you know. I have no loyalty to the Jedi.
Then, as Vader and Koth looked eye to eye, Koth then did the unthinkable. Using a horse, he then threw the nearby medical droid at Vader, hoping that his wife could escape. As Vader was disoriented, Koth then pulled his nearby lightsaber and ignited it right away. From there, he and Vader clashed, and the two fought head to head. Then out of nowhere, Vader force pushed Koth back, then looked over at his Inquisitors who were standing there.
Inquisitors, a woman and an infant escaped. Bring me the child.
And the woman, Lord Vader?
Irrelevant.
No! I won't let you take them!
We shall see, Jedi.
I told you, Sith. I am no Jedi. Not anymore. I am a husband. As of today, a father. And to protect the ones I love, your doom.
Vader and Koth continued to fight. However, as they did, the Inquisitors did their job. As Koth's wife and the baby were trying to escape, one of Vader's Inquisitors force-pulled the baby from her hands, ripping her child away from her. Meanwhile, Vader and Koth's battle was finally coming to a close.
I will save my family.
Do you think so?
Koth turned around.
Mission accomplished, boss.
Oh no.
With one strike of his blade, Vader stabbed Koth right through his chest, forcing his newborn child to watch it all. With that, this gave Vader his 25th kill, but things only got more brutal after that. Number 26 to number 30. As for Vader's next 5 kills, these took place just around the same time as his last one. Sadly, we don't have visuals for these next 5 kills, but we do know that he killed the following. Bol Shatak, who was killed by Vader in a duel. Oli Starstone, who tried escaping from Vader's grasp but eventually died. Rowan Shrine, who died after challenging Vader to a head-on duel on the planet of Kashyyyk. And lastly, Saidam Forte and Iwal Kolka, who also died by Vader's hands on Kashyyyk. With those 5, that brings him to 30 kills, but Vader was far from done. Number 31. As for Vader's next kill, this one also takes place on the planet of Kashyyyk. However, unlike the last few, for this one we actually see what went down. In the video game The Force Unleashed, we saw Vader come face to face with a Jedi named Kenso Merrick. Vader then approached Merrick, and as he did, he lifted him in the air and choked him with a strong grip. However, as this happened, Vader's saber was pulled out of his hands by the Jedi's son. With that, Vader killed Merrick with ease, giving him his 31st kill. However, that was irrelevant to him. The only thing that mattered was this young boy in front of him, who was clearly gifted in the Force. So, Vader then took it upon himself to train this boy, and in time, he was eventually known as Starkiller. Number 32. As Vader continued his hunt for more Jedi, he began shifting his focus to none other than Obi-Wan Kenobi. At this point, Vader still carried hate and anger after what Obi-Wan did to him not long ago, so Vader set out to find him. Eventually, his journey led him to a Jedi named Dama Montalvo, in which Vader was convinced he knew where Kenobi was. So Vader captured Montalvo, and as he did, he showed no mercy.
Tell me where Obi-Wan Kenobi is hiding.
If I knew, I couldn't tell.
Vader then grabbed him by his neck and killed him right then and there. However, just after he did this, one of his troopers approached him with what seemed to be valuable intel.
Lord Vader, our spies report that Jedi are gathering on Kessel. Tomorrow.
Is Obi-Wan Kenobi among them?
He will be, according to the report.
Number 33 to number 36. After receiving this intel, Vader then set course for the planet of Kessel, hoping to find Kenobi there. However, let's just say he had no idea what was about to happen. As Vader arrived, it turned out that Kenobi wasn't there, but instead, it was a trap. This trap was organized by 8 Jedi, led by their leader Shadday Potkin. So as Vader stormed in, he yelled in anger.
Where is Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Not here, Sith. His name baited your trap.
The first one who tells me where to find him lives. The rest of you die.
It is you who will die.
With that, one of the Jedi named Hylon went in to attack Vader, but Vader turned around and stabbed her right through her chest. As a result, the other Jedi then ambushed him, but Vader made light work of them. Within seconds, he pushed one Jedi out of the duel and then killed another Jedi named Maki Shalas. However, then something unexpected happened. After Vader killed that last Jedi, he was then sliced in the back by another, and so he was forced to retreat. Then he came face to face with the leader Shadday Potkin, who held a rare and powerful sword called the Cortez blade.
Surprised, Sith Lord? I prepared very carefully for this meeting. This is our Cortez blade. Your lightsaber will now be useless for the next few minutes. More than enough time to kill you.
With that, Vader's saber shorted out, but luckily he came prepared. Out of nowhere, he then force-pulled Potkin to him and gripped her by her throat.
Since I require a weapon, I should take yours.
With that, Vader killed Potkin with his bare hands and used the Cortez blade to fight the remaining Jedi. As he did though, he began to lose the fight. In time, one of the Jedi cut off his hand that held the blade, which ultimately left him injured. With that, the Jedi believed that they won the day, but let's just say they were wrong. Out of nowhere, Vader force-pulled his cut-off hand that held the blade and used it to stab the Jedi Coffee Arana right through his chest. As a result, that brings Vader to 4 total kills in that fight, and although a few other Jedi still remain, Vader wouldn't be the one to kill them. In time, Vader's troopers stormed in, and they finished the job.
Execute the enemies of the Empire.
Kill them.
In time, the troopers did just that, and eventually, each Jedi that remained was killed, with 0 survivors. Number 37. After these events, Vader didn't let up. He continued with his hunt for more Jedi when then something unexpected happened. Behind his back, Palpatine was plotting against Vader to test his strength. To do this, Palpatine spoke with a former Jedi named Koon, who happened to be the niece of Jedi Master Plo Koon. He promised Koon that if she killed Vader, then he would make her his new apprentice. However, only if she killed him. So Palpatine sent Vader into a trap, and in time it worked. It was in this trap where Vader came face to face with Koon.
Killer of younglings, betrayer of friends, destroyer of the Jedi to whom you claimed allegiance. Animal, I have longed for this day.
As have I. With your death, my mission is complete. You are the last.
So the two fought head to head, and in time, Koon slashed Vader across his back, weakening him in the process. However, Vader refused to go down without a fight, so he force-pushed her back and eventually got his revenge. As the two kept clashing, Koon slipped up and Vader used this chance to force choke her with his bare hands. As he did, he lifted her up and stabbed his saber right through her chest. However, as Koon was dying and she was letting out her final breaths, the unexpected happened. Out of nowhere, she started seeing visions of the future. She saw the rebellion that would one day happen. She saw the son of Vader clash against him and in time choose goodness over evil. Then finally, she saw that one day Vader would be redeemed as Anakin Skywalker. With that, Koon accepted that the future would not depend on her, so with one final breath, she let go and died. As she did, Vader stood above her, earning him his 37th kill. Number 38 and number 39. Not long after killing Koon, Vader went on a mission to the planet of Tavin 12. However, during his time there, he came across a master and apprentice duo named Hylon and Dendro. These two Jedi were hiding in the Force along with a few other soldiers, but little did they know that would come to an end. As Vader raided their camp, he slashed one of their soldiers down and then force pushed the rest. From there, he then entered a duel with the apprentice, Dendro.
You will not defeat me.
By surviving this long, I already have.
Dendro then leaped in the air, but Vader quickly slashed his leg, bringing him to the ground. As he did, Dendro then tried picking up his lightsaber, but Vader was too swift and pulled his saber right towards him. From there, Vader then stood above him with both sabers, and as he did, he said,
Your will is strong, but not strong enough.
With that, Vader sliced the young Jedi down and then set out to go find his master who ran away. Eventually in time, Vader found him, and now he and the master named Hylon began to clash. Within just seconds though, Vader slashed Hylon's saber in half and brought him to the ground with ease.
Such precision.
I meant to take your whole hand, not just your lightsaber.
Fortunately, I've kept a second blade.
So have I.
Out of nowhere, Vader stabbed Hylon with a blue lightsaber, which was the same one that belonged to the Jedi from earlier, Dendro. With that, both the master and apprentice duo were dead, giving Vader 39 total kills so far. Number 40 to number 42. Over these next years, Vader kept hunting more Jedi and was successful in killing 3 more. These Jedi were the following: Kai-Hu Dora, who got his hand cut off by Vader and was eventually killed; Bagor Sadet, whose throat was sliced by Vader after he begged to join him; then finally Sardaw, another Jedi who was trying to join Vader, but according to Vader himself, this Jedi was just too weak. With these 3, that gives Vader 42 total kills, but as we all know, there was one more Jedi left. Number 43. As for Vader's final kill, we fast forward to the events of A New Hope, where we witness the death of Obi-Wan Kenobi. After Vader sliced through his robes, Kenobi vanished, and as we all know, he later reappeared as a Force Spirit. With that kill though, that gives Vader 43 total Jedi kills throughout his life. But I want to know from you, out of all these kills, which do you think was the most brutal? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you always.